Hello friends, my name is Raju. I am working as a lecturer in Government Polytechnic for Women, Warangal. I belongs to ECE department. In this lecture, we are discussing about different topics. This is very important concept in op-amp circuits. Here we know about basics of op-amps. Here op-amp means operational amplifier. Operational amplifier. This is very important IC in analog circuits. In analog circuits, mostly we use the op-amp, that is means IC 741 IC. In this lecture, let we see about need for differential amplifier, basics of differential amplifier. Next, what is mean by differential amplifier. Next, different terms used in differential amplifier or op-amp circuits. Next, function of operational amplifier. Next, we discuss about characteristics of ideal and practical op-amp. Next, we learn pin diagram of the operational amplifier. First of all, introduction of op-amp. An op-amp is a multi-stage direct coupled high gain amplifier that has one or more differential amplifiers. Generally, in our simple amplifier, we have only one amplifier. It amplifies the signal. But in op-amp, there is a multi-stage direct coupled amplifiers, high gain amplifiers, which provides very high gain. It has high input impedance and low output impedance. The basic function of op-amp, it provides high input impedance, low output impedance. Operational amplifier is a circuit that can perform many mathematical operations like addition, subtraction, integration and differentiation. The main use of an op-amp is it amplifies both AC and DC signals. It amplifies both AC and DC signal with a very high gain. Nowadays, the application of op-amps varies from AC to DC signal amplification to use in active filters, in oscillators or comparators, voltage regulators, instrumentation and control systems. And also it's used in pulse generators, square wave generators and many more electronic circuits we use op-amp. So actually we designed many circuits using op-amp, with externally we connected different elements like transistors, diodes, capacitors and resistors. This is the basic introduction of op-amp. Next, what is the need for operational amplifier? What is the need for differential amplifier? In this operational amplifier, the basic building block is differential amplifier. So what is the need for differential amplifier here? The need for differential amplifier is a device which accepts an input signal and produces an output signal proportional to the input is called an amplifier. So generally, what is the function of amplifier? It strengthen the input signal. If you take any amplifier, a CE amplifier, CB amplifier, CC amplifier, we give the input signal, then it strengthens the signal and it gives the output signal with high amplitude and high voltage levels and high current levels. So this is the basic function of an amplifier. An amplifier which amplifies the difference between the two input signal is called differential amplifier. So what is the basic difference of normal and differential amplifier? Normal amplifier amplifies the input signal, any input signal, but differential amplifier amplifies the difference between two signals. So it amplifies the differences between these two signals, not amplify the any signal. The differential amplifier configuration is very much popular and is used in variety of analog circuits. That's why we use it in many circuits, many analog in our nature, many analog system we takes. At that point we use our op-amp circuit. The differential amplifier is an essential and basic building block in modern IC amplifiers. In modern IC amplifiers, the basic building block is our differential amplifier. The integrated circuit IC technology is well known nowadays, due to which the design of complex circuits become very simple. So what is mean by IC integrated circuit? What is the use of integrated circuits? Many complex systems we design in the IC very cheap. If you manufacturing IC any circuits, it is very cheap and very flexible. So we design the circuit in the IC format. The IC version of operational amplifier is also popular, which is inexpensive, takes up less space and consumes less power. If you take an difference amplifier in the IC format, it takes very less space and very less power consumption. The differential amplifier is the basic building block of such a IC operational amplifier. In operational amplifier, the basic building block is our differential amplifier. Next, we go to the basics of differential amplifier. An ordinary amplifier. In ordinary amplifier, the input voltage V is amplified to AV, where A is the voltage gain of the amplifier. Therefore, the output voltage is equal to V0 equal to AV. If any amplifier who takes the input is voltage or current form, if the voltage is V, current is I. With the voltage amplifier, it amplifies the voltage. If that is a current amplifier, it amplifies the current. Then the output of the signal is V0 equal to A into V. Here A is the gain of the amplifier. Next, we know when we see differential amplifier. A differential amplifier is a circuit. That can accept two input signals and amplify the difference between these two signals. Here an ordinary amplifier amplifies the only one signal, but here differential amplifier amplifies the difference between the two signals. The differential amplifier which amplifies the difference between two input voltage signals is known as differential amplifier. It is also called difference amplifier. If you take two voltages, the differential amplifier consists of two input signals V1, V2 and one output signal V0, each measured with respect to ground. So here input signals are V1, V2, output signals are V0. In ideal differential amplifier, the output signal V0 should be given by V0 equal to AD into V1 minus V2, V1 minus V2, where AD is the gain of the differential amplifier. So here input signals are V1, V2, output signals are V0. Here V0 equal to AD into V1 minus V2, AD into V1 minus V2. So here the amplifier amplifies the difference between two signals, that is V1 minus V2. Any signal which is common to both inputs will have no effect on the output voltage. If you take any noise, it is common to both terminals, that is V1 and V2, that one terminal, first and second terminal, the noise is common signal. So in that case the noise is not amplified because it is a common signal. The difference of common signal is 0. So here which is common signal, the common signal present at the two terminals, the common signal is eliminated by the amplifier. It is not amplified by the amplifier. However, a practical differential amplifier cannot eliminate the total common signals, because the output depends on the not only upon the difference signal Vd of the two signals, but also upon the average level, called the common mode signal. Here difference signal Vd equal to V1 minus V2, common mode signal Vc equal to of V1 plus V2. V0 equal to A1 V1 plus A2 V2. Here V1 equal to Vc plus of Vd, V2 equal to Vc minus of Vd. Finally we get V0 equal to A1 into Vc plus of Vd plus A2 into Vc minus of Vd, of A1 minus A2 Vd plus A1 minus A2 into Vc. V0 equal to AD Vd plus AC Vc. So finally we get V0 equal to differential mode gain into differential voltage plus common mode gain AC into common mode signal Vc. This is the basics of the differential amplifier. Let we discuss about differential amplifier. Before we discuss about differential amplifier, we know the what is common mode signals and different mode signals. What is common mode signals and different mode signal? What is common mode signal? When the input signals to a differential amplifier is in phase and exactly equal in amplitude, they are called common mode signal. Here common mode signals are equal in amplitude and have the same phase, and equal in amplitude. Then those signals are common mode signals. The common mode signals are rejected by the differential amplifier. It is because a differential amplifier amplifies the difference between the two signals, that is V1 minus V2, that is V1 equal to V2. So here common mode signals means it have the same phase and same amplitude. Two signals have the same phase and same amplitude. Next, different mode signals. What is mean by different mode signals? When the input signals to differential amplifier is 180 degrees out of phase, 180 degrees out of phase and exactly equal to the in amplitude, they are called difference mode signals. Here amplitude is same, but both signals are 180 degrees in phase shift. 180 degree phase difference in both signals. That is, one is positive cycle, another one is negative cycle. One is positive cycle, another one is negative cycle. That is differential mode signals. Next, let we see in the diagram differential amplifier, the basic building block, the basic diagram of differential amplifier, and what the working principle of the differential amplifier. What is mean by differential amplifier and working principle of differential amplifier? In the figure shows the circuit diagram of emitter coupled differential amplifier. Here two amplifiers also emitter coupled amplifier, that is common collector configuration. It consists of two transistors Q1 and Q2 that have identical characteristics. Two transistors, those two are NPN transistors, Q1, Q2 are NPN transistors. Both transistors have identical characteristics, that is, it have the same gain, same input impedance, same output impedance, same voltage gain and current gain. So it have the same characteristics. They share a common positive voltage VCC. VCC common to both Q1 and Q2, and common emitter resistor RE is common to both transistors, and here we supply the negative voltage minus VEE. Here transistor Q1 Q2 identical transistors, we supply the voltage plus VCC and minus VEE. Here emitter resistor RE is both common for both. Resistor RE provides biasing for both transistor Q1 and Q2, and we are use source voltage, and we use the center tap transformer. If you use the center tap transformer, it gives the positive voltage signal and negative voltage signal. This is the advantage of the center tap transformer. If you take Q1 positive signal, Q2 is negative signal. Q1 negative signal, Q2 is positive signal. They share a common positive supply VCC. It has two input signals, that is V1 and V2, and the output signal V0. The output V0 is taken between the collector of the both transistors. So here in this differential, different modes of operation is there. That is different modes of operation is there. That is dual input, single ended output, dual input, balanced output, single input, unbalanced output, single input, balanced output. So these are the four modes of operation of differential amplifier. When we consider the input signals which are same in magnitude but 180 degrees out of phase, because we use it center step transformer. One signal is positive signal, another signal is negative signal. Assume the base of Q1 is positive going, while on the base of Qt is negative going. If Q1 is positive, Qt is negative, Q2 is positive, Q1 is negative. So an amplified negative going signal develops on the collector of Q1. Due to positive going signal, current through RE also increases, and hence a positive going signal is developed across RE. Due to negative going signal on the base of Q2, an amplified positive going develops on the collector of Q2. If the base voltage is positive, then the collector voltage is negative. If the base voltage is negative, collector voltage is positive, and a negative going signal developed across RE. So signal voltage across RE due to effect of Q1 and Q2 are equal in magnitude and 180 degrees out of phase due to matched pair of the transistors. Hence these two voltages cancel each other and there is no voltage across RE. Here simply, if you apply the positive voltage, negative voltage, if you take any voltage positive or negative, Q1 or Q2, Q1 is positive, Q2 is negative voltage, Q2 is positive voltage, Q1 is negative voltage. Then at the base side, at the emitter side across RE, both are same in magnitude but opposite in phase. So that's why both signals are cancel each other. The resultant current or resultant voltage across RE is equal to 0. There is no signal come to the RE, but there is a positive or negative voltage signals appears across collector of the both transistors. The output volt V0 is taken across collector of Q1 and collector of Q2. The two outputs are equal in magnitude but opposite in polarity, and V0 is the difference between these two signals. Then output voltage V0 is given by, output V0 equal to differential mode AD into VD. That means V0 equal to AV into VD, V0 equal to AV into V2 minus V1. So the working principle of differential amplifier is, suppose the signal is applied to input 1 or first terminal, or Q1, input is applied to Q1. The transistor Q1 will act in two ways: a common emitter amplifier and as a common collector amplifier. As a common emitter amplifier, the input signal is to Q1 will appear at output 1. As amplifier, inverted signal is shown in figure 2.5. So here simply we get output voltage V0 equal to AD into V1 minus V2, that is across collector Q1 and across collector Q2. These both differences will, the difference between these both collector signals appear as a output signal. Here we use the different terms, that is differential gain AD. What is mean by differential gain AD? The voltage gain of a differential amplifier operating is differential mode is called differential mode voltage gain. We operate in differential mode, that is difference between two signals, then we get the differential gain, that is AD. The gain which differential amplifier amplifies the difference between two input signals is known as the differential gain. Differential gain AD equal to V0 by VD. V0 by VD. That means V0 by VD. Output signal by differential input. Next, common mode gain. What is mean by common mode gain? The voltage gain of differential amplifier operating in common mode is called common mode voltage gain and is denoted by AC, common mode gain. The gain with which differential amplifier amplifies the common mode signal is known as common mode gain. Here common mode gain AC equal to V0 by Vc, output voltage by common mode voltage. Common mode voltage. Next let we see function of operational amplifier. What are the functions of operational amplifier? The operational amplifier is abbreviated as op-amp. Op-amp means operational amplifier. The operational amplifier is a direct coupled very high gain amplifier. It is no coupling is direct coupling. There is no transform coupling like inductor coupling, capacitor coupling. It is a direct coupled very high gain amplifier. It can perform some of the basic mathematical operations such as addition, subtraction, differentiation, integration in analog computers. Hence the name is operational. Operations, like operations means subtraction, differentiation, integration. These are called operations. That way it is called operational amplifier. Its main function is to amplify both DC and AC signals. An operational amplifier is an integrated circuit and is widely used in computer as video and audio amplifiers in communication electronics. Next, this is the symbol of operational amplifier. This is the symbol of operational amplifier. So here is a positive terminal and a negative terminal. Positive terminal and negative terminal. Here positive terminal is called non-inverting input, and negative terminal is inverting input. Negative terminal is inverting input. Minus is called inverting input, plus is called non-inverting input. And also there is two supplies, positive supply and negative supply, plus VCC minus VEE. The output terminal is V0. This is the symbol of operational amplifier. Like resistor have the symbol, capacitor have the symbol, inductor have the symbol, transistor also have the symbol. This is the symbol for operational amplifier. Next we discuss about characteristics of ideal and practical operational amplifier. What is the main characteristics of ideal and practical operational amplifier? For ideal amplifier, openly voltage gain is infinite. Openly voltage gain is infinite. Input resistance, but practically it have the some gain AOL. Input resistance is, for ideal op amp, input resistance is infinite, but practically it have the some resistance Rn. Output resistance is 0, but practically output resistance some value R0. Offset voltage for ideal amplifier is 0, but you have the some voltage. Bandwidth of op amp for ideal op amp is infinite, but practically it have the some bandwidth. Next, CMRR. What is CMRR? Common mode rejection ratio. Common mode rejection ratio. Its value is infinite. Its value is infinite for ideal op amp, but it have some value. Next, slew rate. Slew rate is infinite for ideal op amp, but practically it have some value. So is the main very important. What is the ideal op amp characteristics? Open loop voltage gain infinity, input resistance infinite, output resistance 0, offset voltage 0, bandwidth infinite, CMRR infinite, slew rate infinite. So these are different characteristics of op amp. Next, the pin diagram of operational amplifier. Pin diagram of operational amplifier. So the figure shows the basic pin diagram of operational amplifier. So its IC name is IC 741 IC. So a very popular IC is IC MUA 741. So here there is a MC1741, LM741. There is a lot of configurations there. So different companies, they denote with different names. So finally we called IC 741 is a analog IC. It's have how many pins? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It have 8 pins. So the pins are very important. There is a notch is there. In our, if you see the IC 741, if you see IC 741, there is a notch is there. And there is a small circle is there. From that small circle we count the numbers from up to down, again down to up. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So this is 8 pin dual in line package IC. So here first pin is offset null. It provides offset voltage. If you need offset voltage 0 or offset current is 0, we use this pin, offset null pin. And this is offset null 5. There is a fifth pin also offset null. These two pins are used for offset voltage or offset current is 0. To make the offset current and offset voltages are 0, we need these two pins, 1 and 5. Next, here second and third pin is inverting input, third pin is non-inverting input. These two pins are input signals. If you want to give the signals, we give the signals to the 2 and 3 pins. Next here, fourth pin is minus VE. Minus VE. Here we apply the both voltage plus VCC and minus VE. VCC gives for collector, both collectors of the both transistors. VE voltage gives to the emitter of the both transistors. So here minus VE voltage, that is fourth pin. Next plus VCC voltage, that is seventh pin. Next we take the output from sixth pin, that is sixth pin gives the output voltage. Sixth pin gives the output voltage. Next eighth pin, no connection. So this pin is just for balance and the symmetric dual input package look. For the balance purpose we use this pin. So symmetrically, so there is a first one 4 and second 4, we see the similarity, that's why we use the eighth pin. So similar, for the balance purpose we use the eighth pin. This is the no connection pin, there is no need of this pin. So these are the 8 pins. Pin diagram of the IC 741. What are the pins? Offset null, inverting input, non-inverting input, minus VEE, offset null, output, plus VCC, and no connection. So this is the basic pin diagram of IC 741. So thank you all of you.